name is Hollis Thomas, defensive tackle of the Philadelphia Eagles. I want my ARMTV.
Hey, this is Frank Shamrock. I want my ARMTV.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm Dan the Beast Server, 3-time Ultimate Fight champion, and I want my ARMTV.
That's what he did to Owen Lucas in Vegas. Same thing as he.
And Owens said I had to let go. It felt like something was going to break.
He just drove him right in the pit.
Really?
Yeah, well, Cody Merritt was at my house the other night.
Yeah.
Salt Lake. He said that if I can get him down to here, he said my hand's big enough I could probably drop my hand down like this.
Yeah.
Even if I touch my own hand on the pad.
That's smart, man. Just drop the bottom right out.
Come on, hero! Go! Strap the boys out. When they're both using the same move, a lot of times they'll slip apart on the start, so we strap them together and they're not going anywhere.
Arm wrestling. Going up against some of the top guys in Canada and the U.S.
He wants to hear it back.
And I'm ready to prove myself.
Have you been training?
A little bit. I've been training, not much like I used to. I don't know, I'm kind of going in with a different approach, see how I do on plenty of rest this time. Not beat down.
Yeah. I'm really fired up for Las Vegas.
You think so?
Dude, I go to work. You know a guy named Travis?
I'm walking in here. I'm walking in here and I'm like,
That's what
you know the guy?
oh yeah.
You know the young guy that's like real mouthy?
Was like, man, I think you're a little overboard. I'm like,
RJ says, dude, you gotta know this guy.
I said they
That's
cut.
what I
I told him, I said they cut and pasted the little stuff, man. It wasn't all that bad. Because Harold was cussing at me, yelling at me too, you know, but they cut all that out. It made me look like I was just talking to him. So it was, I walked in today. I walked in and I was asking the bellhop. I was like, you know how I can get to the concourse seat with her? He's like, you arm wrestle. I was like, yeah.
Men's right hand, 0-154. Bryon Thomas, current national champion, Fernando Ferriera. To the time today, so that you guys can see exactly what's going on. Travis Schwinner, let's give those guys a hand.
Was it hard to make weight?
I don't know, I'll tell you this evening. Weigh-ins are tonight.
And, we showed them the grippers, we showed them things about arm wrestling, we took them over to the table. We actually had a table off to the side and a hairpin near the table. There was a crowd of 20 people deep at one point in time watching us pull. It was,
We got our booth for that this year.
yeah, there was, people were pretty interested actually. Some of the other, big promoters here didn't have that kind of a crowd that we had around that arm wrestling table.
What's up, ARMTV?
I saw somebody left me room, but they didn't tell me.
All right, who's going to win tomorrow?
Who's gonna win?
We are. You're looking at first and second place right here.
Here's the finals.
I ain't saying who.
Come on, yell for these guys. Harold on the right, Anthony on your left. Make some noise out there. What a match. From 176. All that power inside there. Anthony winner, Harold still in there. Let's give those guys a hand.
I've been to Golden Chiropractor 3 times a week for the last 6 weeks. And got 2 more weeks away.
When'd you do?
It stops everything. They just go flopping around out here and just. I mean, you don't have to. It's not about hooking. It's about just that kind of pressure is all I'm doing, just straight, and it just gets that little kink, and then pop. Then you're gonna have to push this all the way through that.
Which is that's not.
Well, it's not real likely. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point to where I'm pushing so much.
Come on, yell for these guys. Bryon on your left, Simon on the right. Bryon from Ohio, Simon from LA. Yell for these guys. Vern Martell, our defending champion, was unable to attend for sickness.
Marcio Barboza from Brazil via New Jersey, heavyweights. RJ Molinere, home of Louisiana, 154.
Suffered an injury last year, wasn't able to place. Scott Bill, Ballinger's son on your left. RJ, your winner. Let's give those guys a hand.
Fernando Ferriera, Virginia, super heavyweight champion.
Harold Owens, Carmel, Indiana, pulling supers.
You can't say that after 10 a.m.
So if I can make 98s.
North Carolina.
I got down to 210, man. I was like, oh, I thought I was dying. I came here at 198. I had to spend half the night at the hospital.
In the heavyweight class, Marcio on your left from Brazil. On your right from West Virginia, Mr. Travis Bagent. Just get him set up, get him started. Travis on your right, Marcio on your left.
This is going to be a really good night.
I ate at the spaghetti warehouse after I hadn't eaten for like 4 or 5 days, and I guess I messed my stomach up. I had to go to the doctor. Jerry Cole, Mike Selearis were laying there, and I'm like, oh, I'm dying. I get in my rental car. Where's the closest hospital?
Very discussion up there. Oh, sure, after all that, Marcio just in his early 30s, so the age difference isn't an issue. A foul. Ooh, that is Marcio still in there. Bagent and
Went in there and chilled her up for 4 hours. They put me into an IV. That's the last time I said, man, 98 is great. I can't beat nobody. Yeah, losing to Gary Ray. Wasn't no use. There wasn't no use to be 98. So then the next day I was 220.
Gary Ray made 98s?
Yep.
Wow,
99.
that's like.
I actually beat Gary Ray, actually, but I lost to Greg Thompson. I fouled out to him, and then I lost to Mike Selearis.
Mike's winner, Don's still in there. Let's give him a hand.
I beat him when he won he was coming back for his 3rd left-handed title in Baton Rouge, and that's where the first time I made 98s. And I beat him left-handed, so he can't really say much. He's like, yeah.
But you know something, his hand, if you pull him, his hand, you don't have his thumb covered up, so it's fine because he still has that gap in there, and it's like, how is he doing that? I want to.
Yeah, I'm telling you how he's doing it because Leonard ain't saying Leonard
Well,
don't
then
care.
we'll just both be aggressive.
Leonard don't care if your knuckles aren't showing as long as both people are equally high. But I tell him, listen, if I'm showing my knuckle and then he covers both of ours, we're not evenly high. You know, this mug, I mean, he's elbows in front of his
If you
hand.
got big hands, and that's me, they gonna say, let's see this drop. See, they gonna tell me to come on, I can't grip around you.
Right, and then he's just
gonna say, come down,
go like this.
You got it. And I'm gonna say, okay, then I'm gonna.
That's right.
Travis Winter, Harold still in there. Let's give those guys a hand.
You leave that skinny Marcio? Nah, he's in. How you doing? Lord, how you doing, sir? Good to see you, man.
Go! Come on, help these guys out. You can do better than that. Bryon on your left. We got an elbow and a foul on Bryon.
Come on, folks, let's make a little noise.
Yell for these guys. Bryon's your winner. Fernando's still in there.
Let me tell you something. Todd Hudson would have, not only would he have lost that match, he wouldn't have won another one. Because it would have took him, because he probably would have hung in there, but you could have hung in there forever. He would have never pinned you.
I don't think Mike would have, if I got in the straps with Mike like I wanted to either. I don't think Mike would have.
And that was
Mike has never beaten me in the straps.
Mike got it in good, set grip.
He got it ideal, yeah. And plus, Mike and I were joking around. I'm like, and I shouldn't have. And you always buy into that with him. You can't do that with him.
He got it in good set grip. He even says it right afterwards. Because I've never seen him do just.
So yeah,
he got it so good that it was just, he was in perfect position. But I was watching that. I told myself, I was like, he would have never pinned Bill Sinks. Todd would have never pinned him.
Get fired up, boys! Fight for that grip, Mike!
Mike's the school teacher on your right.
Fight for that grip! Selearis, growl!
Mike Schwinner, Bill's down on the B side. Let's give both those guys a hand.
He's not really big, but he's
So
fast.
George, you're not going to lose tomorrow. You can't be beat.
No, I can't be beat.
All right.
Well, that's in stone. I cannot lose. We'll see.
What do you think about that?
We'll see tomorrow.
He hasn't lost lately. But everyone's beatable, right?
No, he's not. I'm just saying, you're going to be there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it takes. And then you got to go up in 2 seconds, and it's pretty hard to pull when you pull 10 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
Have you been to ARMTV, George?
I don't even watch TV, so I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
How about internet?
I don't believe in that shit. That's
right.
run by the devil. So I don't.
It's like money. It's got its good ways.
So you don't, you don't like the internet?
I don't. I think. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen? He's going to be run. That's how the devil. That's how Satan's going to take control. Oh, come on!
That was an elbow. That was two. 2 fouls. George winner. Let's give those guys a hand.
Go, Harold!
Fernando on your right, Gene on the left. These guys. Let's give Flory a hand. He did a great job today.
Dude, this is unbelievable. Next year when I qualify again, dude, this whole resting thing is not good.
Strap him up.
I'm gonna hit it hard, man. I'm gonna hit it hard for Vegas. I came in here, you know, trying something new, and truthfully, what it all boils down to, I've just been lazy, man. You know, I haven't been working out, you know, got a lot on my plate, and just my working out was like on the back burner, you know, so, you know, if I want to compete, if I want to be up here with these guys, then I got to start hitting the weights and hitting more table time and start doing my pull-ups and everything else, so it's my own fault. Plus, these guys are really good.
Gary Roberts on TV. This is John Burgeson.
Yeah, John Burgeson, you know me. Okay.
Plaza, Vegas Hotel, biggest tournament in New York.
Don't you hurt me now.
That's bad.
So how's Vegas coming along?
Vegas is coming along fantastic. You guys are going to be in for a treat. This thing is, all goes well, we got a surprise to announce in Vegas that we can't say anything about right now. But it should be pretty good. I think people are going to be impressed.
Are you going, Gary?
No, I didn't.
Come down here.
What are you doing?
Come down here, Ryan.
I think Vegas is shaping up to be probably one of the biggest tournaments there's ever been. And
No sport for me.
no
football, basketball.
I think we're going to get people from all over Russia, England, all over the place. It's just going to be. Really? I think Vegas might even be a turning point in the sport of arm wrestling. I think there's going to be. I think this is going to be the point when it actually people are going to look back and say this is when it all changed. Right?
Gardner, that's his name. Get him. Oh, what's up?
Have you pulled the Arnolds before?
5 times.
Okay, so what? Harold was telling me that.
Yeah, you should be able to get on stage. Is that what
it has to be done within an hour. You
yes.
Get down to the semifinals within an hour. How does that change the matches? You're on a time constraint.
I don't think it changes much for the first day, the first hour. It may change how you pull the next day if you get in a long match, but I tell you, it's beneficial to the arm wrestlers to speed the tournament up, and that's what they do. It just goes to show you that most of the time we spend way too much time in an arm wrestling tournament, so you can get done a lot of stuff in an hour if you focus.
How come they don't run more tournaments like that? focused, efficient, quick.
I guess the only thing that I can say is, maybe 20 years ago, the deal was to get $500 for some bar, keep the bar packed for 12, 13 hours, and so people start eating and drinking. But those days, to me, have got to end, and we have to focus on, 3-hour max tournament, limit the weight classes, limit the time in between classes, and taking consideration that the bracket is going to produce some long matches, and that's what a bracket's all about. When Andre Agassi has to play Pete Sampras in the semifinals, and it takes 6 hours, and Federer beats someone else in 1 hour, that's a part of bracket tournament, competition. So, a lot of times you see people skipping through weight classes, bobbing and weaving, trying to let people rest. But really all it's doing is making the spectators totally uninvolved in the competition, not knowing what's next, not being able to put any face to a name because they can't focus and see the bracket and the tournament take place.
It seems like it'd be more spectator-friendly.
Exactly. Didn't you come to the Big Arm Classic? Yeah. Right, you were there. It was a 3-hour span, and afterwards you still had enough energy to talk and say hi and have fun. Most of the time you go to a tournament and it's a 12-hour thing, and by the time it's over, it disgusts you to even think about talking about arm wrestling.
So what's Vegas going to be?
Vegas will be just the worst possible arm wrestling friendly show on the planet. Leonard and Denise will be jumping through weight classes for all day. You won't ever know what the hell's going on.
Dave told me there's.
Oh, Dave told me that. Dave told me that last year.
He told me the weight classes will be stayed together.
I also told Dave you can't use no Velcro straps in Las Vegas because they're junk.
What straps should you use?
You should use a WAF strap, the one that people use all year, with a little black buckle that tightens it up. Not some dumbass Velcro strap that's thick. The only place you don't need it, which is right there on the meat of your index finger and thumb. Just a few things I think that we should just use some common sense. We should just be honest. You should say, we will be filming Travis Bagent at the tournament. If you want to be involved, hang around him.
Yeah. Well, that's what RT's for. I pick up the slack after me.
Good dad.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
You guys stepped up the whole game of arm wrestling to the next degree. Consistency, the rule elimination, you went out there just. Gary Roberts is a tenacious man with an ambition and full intention to make it succeed. And that's what everyone's got to do. Everyone's got to have that mindset. Just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. Whatever you do, whether it's arm wrestling, promoting, arm wrestling competition, whatever it is, man. You guys can learn a lot from this man, Gary Roberts. He's got a good attitude to success. Good man.